Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the first interview of Passing the Positive. By the way, Jillian Dyer, thank you so much for the name. It's perfect for the message that we're trying to get across. So when I put this all together, I'm sitting there thinking, man, who am I going to have for my first interview? Has to have somebody that comes with a bang. There was nobody else better than Gavin Higashi. Right here, right? So the whole reason that I'm doing this today is because I've watched Gavin do this for 38 episodes now, or I'm going to call it episodes, commercials, whatever you want to call it, and they've been phenomenal, right? So Gavin inspired me. He motivates me constantly by the stuff that he does within his life, and so now I think it's just fitting that he is the first person on our interview that we do within this Passing the Positive. So Gavin, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man,
so I know we run in similar circle of friends, but not all my friends know who you are. So, which is shocking. But let them know who you are. Give us a little background about you. And
first off, thank you. I'm very flattered that I'm your first one. You posting this on Facebook saying, "Hey, I'm going to do these videos." I was like, "This is awesome. I love that you're just kind of taking it and running with it." It's not an easy thing to be consistent with, and obviously I'll be here for you if you need it. I think I'm a good first interview for you because
we're on take 6.
I'm on take 1. Let's just be honest. Just kidding. But this is awesome. I'm very proud of you. You just got to stick with it and grind through it. It's the first few. It's a little bit daunting, and then just slowly start working into it. So I'm here if you need it, obviously. So a little bit on me. My name is Gavin Higashi. I sell title insurance in the Denver metro area, mostly on the north side of town. So my job is to go meet with lenders and real estate agents and get them to be friends with me and hopefully send me some deals. That's what I do. I've been married for 16 years to my high school sweetheart, Nikki.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
2 boys, Evan, who's 15, almost 15, and Nolan, who is 12. He just turned 12.
2 of the coolest kids you will ever meet, hands down.
They're really cool in public, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. And I know his wife. I've known his kids. They're amazing people. It's just an amazing family. So it's good to have a little background about you so people know who you are. One of the things I was thinking about when we got to this is, Gavin, you're so motivated. You constantly do things. You're constantly striving to get better. How do you do that? How do you stay motivated? What is it that drives you to do that?
It's funny because I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm interviewing people, and I've actually met people that are just naturally motivated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's fascinating because that is so not me. Like, I'm not naturally just motivated to do stuff. Like, I have to build a system. I have to have an idea around why I got to keep going. So I'm just reminded every day how lucky I am there's all kinds of stuff, right? Just lucky and grateful for the opportunities that I have, and specifically all the sacrifices of my family that they've given for me so that I can kind of have this platform to build on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm 3rd generation Japanese American. My grandfather came over to this country, worked on the plantations in Hawaii. Just crazy struggle, and I'm just grateful. And I remind myself of that gratefulness every day that I have the opportunity to just wake up, go sell title insurance.
Yeah.
Like, who knows anything about title insurance? But I'm lucky I get to do that. So
that's awesome.
I'm motivated by the fact that I get to do that, and that I've had a lot of people before me set that groundwork, and I try not to waste that opportunity.
It's awesome. And I think it's huge that you identify the fact that these people did that, right? Most people don't recognize how the opportunity came out, and you recognizing that just sets you apart already. Yeah. So you're obviously not trying to just work it for yourself, but you owe it to some people that have set groundwork for you, right? It's pretty awesome that you even think about that.
I had an early mentor of mine would say, it's not about what you've done for me lately, it's what you've always done for me, right?
Yeah.
So client-wise or friends or family, whatever, like your family's paid the ultimate sacrifice, and they've given up so much of themselves to set up for you, right? So I hope to do the same for my kids, but I'll never forget what my parents, my grandparents, they've all done for me. So
that's awesome, man. When we talk about what they've done for you and how you've kind of earned the success within your life, right? Mm-hmm. So, when you go through life, you started seeing those successes, and you started seeing kind of what those were. Were there daily, weekly, monthly things that you had to put in place? And, what were those things that kind of helped you do that?
So recently, I've learned this. So Damon Eddy, Damon's a coach of mine, and someone that I have to thank a ton, because the guy's put ideas in my mind that I never thought of before, right? So the big thing for me is being able to control the front end and the back end of my day. So if I can wake up and get rolling and exercise and do whatever I need to do in the morning, find my place of gratitude in the morning, and then end the day with reading or whatever and ending it with gratitude, that seems to work really well for me, and it's just a positive way for me to stay on track.
Yeah.
And then I'm constantly learning and feeding my brain through podcasts or whatever. So like in the morning, I'll wake up, I'll ride a stationary bike, or I'll go for a run, and then I'll listen to like a podcast. So it just gets me rolling. And then while I'm driving, I listen to podcasts. But those are all examples of kind of helping me maintain that positive mindset. I try to schedule dates with my wife twice a month, and then one per kid once a month.
That's cool.
So that forces me to have that time with them.
Yeah.
And that's worked out really, really well. And it creates a good expectation with them that I'm trying to do that stuff with them, right?
I mean, you're setting a balance, right, in your life. So you've talked about what you do to get for your personal, stuff to get better. You've talked about what you do for your family to do better, your professional side of things. I mean, that's awesome. The balance that he's got within his life is amazing, and the way that you schedule that without your day to make sure you have that balance.
It's dude, it's a constant. Like I read a Gary Keller book, The One Thing, and he talks about how actual balance is almost impossible. You have to counterbalance. So that's worked really well for me. So I'll be doing really well at home, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I better put a little bit more into work, and then I'll do a little bit better at work, and then I come and put more at home. So it's like it's just kind of this teeter-totter of counterbalancing the time that's spent in each area, and that's worked out well.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and I hope you guys get that message, is how he balances. I think that's such a key factor to life and being successful in all aspects, whether you're a father, husband, whatever it is, right? So
yeah, it's never going to be 50-50, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to be like 75-25.
Yeah.
70,
25, 75.
It's going to kind of constantly go teeter-totter.
So tell me maybe a pivotal moment that you had in your life and how it kind of shaped you.
Yeah. Man, I've had a few. But I mean, the biggest one, so my wife was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma when we were 18 years old.
Wow.
And I think that kind of just, it just changed my path of thinking, right? Like even in high school, like I was really focused on what I wanted to do. I wanted to be successful. I didn't know what that meant. I wanted to do something in business. I didn't know what that meant. I wanted to go to school and do all that. So I actually, when she got sick, it was our senior year, and I just remember watching her go through that. And then I ended up staying close to Denver. So I went to Red Rocks and then I went to see Denver. But her getting sick had kind of pulled me closer to stay closer to home. So I think that time in going through that, we just learned so much at such a young age. I mean, our marriage is built on that struggle from the very beginning, which we're so grateful for. Like think of how many people that have marriages that never go through that, and then they're never refined to actually have to really see what their marriage is made out of, right? So we're lucky that our relationship was like built on that foundation of immediate struggle and dependability or dependence of each other, right? Like I needed her, she needed me in that moment. So I just learned, I feel like that was the most pivotal by far. That was the most pivotal part of my life.
Yeah, I don't think people can really, a lot of people haven't gone through that. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you stuck through that with her, you guys have been married, high school sweethearts for what did you say, 16 years now?
Yeah.
Does that make you 45? I'm just kidding.
So we've been together for 20, married for 16, and I always joke, and hopefully she won't be mad at me for saying this, but I always joke that the only reason she ever started dating me officially, because we were really good friends, but really started dating me officially was because she got cancer. So I always joke that the only reason we're together is because she got sick. So otherwise she would have nothing to do with me.
She'll probably punch him later.
Yeah,
but not a big
the cancer was my opportunity to win her over. Like, she was so sick, like I took advantage of it. So kidding.
She stuck with you. You stuck with her. Now you guys got an amazing family, so it's good stuff.
Very grateful for that.
Give me a name of a person who's been a tremendous impact in your life. Maybe their name. What was that impact, and what did you get from that?
Well, I've got two that I need to mention. So the first one is my wife. I mean, truthfully, like watching her, she's had cancer twice. We have a son with a disability. She she just amazes me. I've been asked this too in the past, like who motivates you or who's inspires you the most, and absolutely my wife. I mean, she's gone through so much. And then more recently, in the last couple of years, is Damon. I mean, he taught me that work is not the end all be all, right? Like you've known me a long time on the work side. I've put work first forever because I felt like as being a good husband and a good dad was me working my tail off and like being miserable in work, right? Like I thought that was my role. I didn't realize until I met with Damon like work's third and then everything else is above that, right? Like so family, so my marriage is first, being a good father is second, and then being a good employee and being successful in my work is third. But I was never like that. I used to always just work like crazy. So anyways.
No, I think that's huge. I mean, those I know both those people. They're amazing, and for those to be two your people that have made huge marks in your life is awesome, man. I mean, doesn't get better than that. Let's finish with this. What is one great practice that you could give to anyone out there that they can implement to their lives?
I think consistency is important. Whatever you decide that you want, whatever you're going to decide to do on a daily basis to help you with your positivity or your mindset or be a better husband or father or whatever those items are, just kind of stick to those items and just be consistent with those items, and then just be really patient. So like let those work into place. So just like me doing these videos, right? I mean, I'm seeing some benefit of it, but I just know that I'm just doing the video, I'm doing the activity. Eventually, with patience, something amazing is going to come out of it. Yeah. And same thing with the kids. Like if you're just patient, and I know if I'm trying to once a month spend that time with my kids on like a date or whatever, eventually that's going to be tremendous, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
You just have to trust it, what the activity you're doing, and just be really patient and let it work out.
No, I think that's awesome. Well, I can't thank you enough. I mean, this is a big moment for me. My first interview, right?
I'm a little nervous.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
You're my inspiration to do it, so it's so fitting that you're here for the first one, and your message is incredible. I mean, that's why I follow you, man. That's why I try to be around you all the time, because I think your message, your energy, your inspiration, everything is so just on point to where a lot of people want to be in life, and so to be able to share that with everybody, I think is a big deal. So thank you so much for being part of that. I appreciate it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys got something out of this. We'll be doing this once a week. For the rest of this week, go past the positive, right? Find out what that is. Also, I want you guys to make sure you friend Gavin's Facebook page. What is it?
So it's facebook.com/Gavin Higashi. So Gavin and Higashi, Higashi.
You guys want to plug into that. These videos that I'm doing, you can't have enough positivity. So to have two of them coming every single week and from different aspects, different people, it just doesn't get any better than that. So make sure you plug in. Thank you all so much. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.